I have thousands and thousands of pictures of sunsets.
I'm Candy. I like all parts of the day, but mostly the parts of the day and night that I notice. And perhaps one of my favorite is when the nights are starry. I live in a place where there is no light.
Feeling. I like the morning uh, because I look forward to action.
Great. Kaimana. Yeah. I love the sunset for all the reasons several people said. My mom has said that when she dies, she wants to be the angel that decorates the sunset. So I always think of my mom, and then my dad is the angel on the other side for me. And like Gene, I'll play music oftentimes to the sunset. And I like to just sit and gaze at the sun. You know, at that time, there's a question as to whether that's a healthy practice, but I feel more the radiance of the sun at that moment right before sunset. And I love to watch it fade to green. It's not a flash, just for the record.
I'm Don, and I would say midnight. I love the nights when it's clear and the sky is alive with stars. Um, they remind me of, I think of them as the ancestors, all that have come before me.
I'm Quinn, and I would also say the middle of the night when it's like really dark and everything's asleep and resting.
My name's Troy. I definitely say twilight when it looks like the sun's about to come up, but the sun's going down, and it just means a lot for leaving things that you don't need to take with you the day before, but then also you choose what to take with you, and there's a lot of room for intentionality for the next day if you're trying to get things done.
Hi, I'm Barca. I like the Pele's foggy, very red sunsets.
Coming to you, Randy.
Randy and Sunset.
Good morning, Nance, dawn, the first rays of light.
I'm Jeanette, and I can't decide between the morning and sunset. The morning, I set my intentions, I activate my vision. It's a self-care time. And sunset is a time of gratitude and joy and love. So they're both very powerful for me.
Hi, I'm Lexi, and it's really hard to pick one because everybody's saying all these beautiful things, but I love the sunset. But right now, I'm vibing with the full moon, and I would love to just be out there in the middle of the night with all the stars and howling at the moon.
I'm Margie, and the morning is my part of the day.
Hi, I'm Shelba, and I would have to say sunset, especially with all the little bats that fly around outside my house catching insects.
I'm Cindy, and I have to say sunset because I can feel the energy of the day and the community kind of dying down, and it feels a little bit calmer.
I'm Elaine, and my first response was going to be sunset because I do love sunset, but I love nightfall, and I like the darkness of the sky and the stars mostly. Thank you.
So many beautiful things. I love it. That was a great question. Thank you, Tiare. Ready for another song? Thank you.
And my favorite time of day is also the sunset, gratitude, and where the sun meets the ocean, just the melting together and like tying it up in a present. This is your gift. Your next one is tomorrow. So yeah. Okay. To really feel in your heart space when you take yourself to that favorite time of your day and put yourself there right now. How does that make you feel? Being there right now by yourself. Take a deep breath. Inhale in and exhale out. Angels. My mom is an angel also who also loves sunsets or her favorite. So that's also my time to connect with her and the love. And gratitude for all that she has taught me, all that our mothers have taught us, all that we embody. Ah, eh, yo, yola kako, heike kako. Eola nakini eike kalokahi, for we are one. Mahalo, gratitude always. Mahalo, mahalo.
Mahalo. Thank you so much. It's beautiful. All right, now it's time for ordinaries and miracles. I think this is probably my most favorite part of presenting is the hearing everyone's miracles and ordinaries or extraordinary. If anyone would like to come up to the mic and share. 3.
Yeah, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. We're live. Other than that, since I'm not going to have a chance to share for a while, I'm going to the mainland for 4 months. I just wanted to say the real miracle is this community. I really feel and appreciate the love and support of everybody. And, it's like your willingness of this group to overlook all the warts and wrinkles and just go, yeah, we're all one. We're all one. I'm one with you. We're all in the same boat. Let's support each other to recognize the oneness and just touches my heart. So thank you all. Love you all. Bye.
I'm Jean, and what a miracle we all are. And I want to thank the prayer group with amazing healing energy that you feel. from the love that's given. And we're just so blessed because we know that we're all one and we all know that we're in this thing together. And, bless you and your voyage. And we're happy that you come back. Thank you. Better.
I'm Alicia Lilani, and it just came home to me again how planning is of the old-fashioned way. And just being and allowing puts everything in its place. Yesterday, I was trying to find a ride for a friend of mine to come here, and the phone didn't work, and everything I tried didn't work. So, okay, I let it go. I went to sleep. And this morning, I found out that, yes, this friend of mine got her ride, and no problem. Nothing to arrange. Because miracles work themselves out by their own power. So, thank you.
Hi. So traveling, I brought one book. It's called The Four Agreements, and I'm needing to reread it again. I think where I am in my life, and I think places like this are a miracle because I'm reminded the whole smoky mirrors part doesn't have to be smoky. Twice I reached out to shake a hand to greet someone and met with a hug, and it's a nice reminder, I guess, coming from a place like an inner city or like a suburb where there is more smoke between the mirrors, where it doesn't have to be that way, and people are one. I think that's a nice reminder. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. It was beautiful. So usually we have a printout, and I didn't get one, so I'm going to be using my phone this one time just so that I can share a little bit about our beautiful presenter today. So many of us, so the topic today is the power of love and joy as medicine for the soul with Tiare Lum, and she's also doing our music. Many of us are going through many changes in our lives, whether it be a new job, an end of a job, a new house or location, ending of relationships, and loss of loved ones. With so much happening at once, how do we embrace change and transformation within ourselves? How do we trust in the power of love versus fear in our lives? How do we bring joy and happiness back into our lives and embody it daily with hope and trust and divine timing? We were all created from love, and together we'll help ourselves heal and remember what makes us truly happy. Is it song, dance, writing, singing, painting, dancing? It is time to reconnect today, not just with each other, but within ourselves, and truly connect to our soul's divinity. Listen to the whispers of your soul's essence as together we pave a brand new road to this beautiful journey. Tiare Lum is a native Hawaiian intuitive energy healer working with sound and vibration using angelic and cosmic frequencies. She's also a licensed massage therapist specializing in Lomi Lomi, and I hope I pronounced this right, Lomi Ili Ili, sacred hot stones massage, which she learned in, is it Maka'awa Maui? Maka'awa Maui, Tiare learned how to work with energy and vibration at a young age from her father while attending various mind, body, and spirit expos and working with crystals. She is part native Hawaiian with ancestors also from China, Portugal, Spain, and Scotland. She was born in Encino, California, and grew up on the island of Oahu. She graduated from the Kamehameha schools in 1991 and went to the University of Arizona in Tucson. She also lived in northern Michigan and Henderson, Nevada. Tiare is also a conference and spiritual retreat facilitator and a host as well. And that is where I met Tiare a few years ago. I was at a conference of remembrance with JJ, and she was just so angelic, and she was singing the Hawaiian chants, and it just sparked my entire body was lit. And I was like, would she come? I'm so scared. So this was a big thing for me to exercise my throat chakra, and I'm so glad that I did, because she is here on the lanai doing her magic with us today. I introduce to you Tiare Lum. Some lays for you, and one is from Patty, our lay minister, and myself.
All right. Just because I feel comfortable. Okay, thank you. Just because it's comfortable and I want us all to feel comfortable. I don't want to feel like I'm lecturing, like a lecture where we're just like sitting around the campfire and talking and being casual and talking about not being prepared. Last night I had my notebook, The Power of Love and Joy as Medicine for the Soul, which I feel. It's a frequency and it's a vibration. Energy is not something that is taught or learned. It is something that you embody. And a good friend of mine told me that. And I said, "Ooh, I like that." He said, "Yes, you may use it." I said, "Okay." But it's true. Frequency and energy, vibration is something that you already have. It's not something that you learn. Maybe you remember. So remembrance is all what we're here. And we've all been doing so much work, right? Inner work and healing with so much that has happened the past 2 to 3 years. So the past couple of days, in fact, as I was saying, last night I went to go write down, okay, what am I going to say? Try to be planned and organized. And I was completely blank. I'm like, I don't know. But then this morning when I woke up and walking my dogs and just being really grateful of the beautiful morning, and then it all started flowing in. It's when you release the outcome, release the details, release the control of what's happening. When you let it flow is when it just flows. And I think that's what a lot of us are doing now. We're getting out of our minds, getting out of our own way, and we're embodying that frequency of love and joy, regardless of all that we have been through up into this now moment. And I know many of us have been through a lot, and we're like, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. How am I supposed to keep going on? How do I keep going? I'm like, Mom, how do I do this without you? There's no way. I can't do this without you, And it just, but you can. And I hear, yes, you can. You're my daughter. Yes, you can. So on Oahu, there was an AHA Ho'oponopono conference online and in person. And a friend she shot me the Zoom details. I'm like, I'm going to catch it. So many good pointers, so many people, families, broken families that are healing and healing from love. Love is such a high frequency, the highest frequency and vibration, no matter what happens. If a relationship falls apart, you've been in a relationship for 10, 15, 20 years and it falls apart, that doesn't mean you stop loving, right? You still come from a place of love. right? It's just in a different, it's shifted, it's different. And some people are hopeless. I can't live without this person. This person was my life. I don't know what to do. It's okay to feel. Feel that sorrow, feel that grief, feel the pain of separation, even though it's an illusion, right? It's a shift. It's a transformation. It's a blessing, but we don't see it. We don't see it till later down the road. So one of the good points that I wanted to bring in from the AHA conference, I took a snapshot from a person from a beautiful quote from Kawila Hanchet. Let us embrace this time and fulfill our highest purpose. Let us walk the pathways that have been written in the stars. Let us follow our inner compass and be as skilled in our wayfinding, finding our way through our path as our ancestors did. Let us be joyful, loving, and kind. Let us be all that we already are. So we already embody that frequency. And so I had asked that question to put yourself, what is your favorite time of day and why? And it's okay to have more than one. And really put yourself there. When things at work are driving you crazy, people at work are driving you crazy, clients, there's many teachers here, people that work with other people, whether it be children or people or families. What brings you joy when you're by yourself? So sit where you are, dawn, sunset, dusk, twilight, full moon, wherever you are, put yourself in that space. Why does it bring you joy? Who's bringing you that love? When you sit there and you're feeling and you're embodying that frequency, where's it coming from? Is it coming from the sand? Is it coming from beneath your feet? Is it coming from your heart? Is it coming from your mother and your father, your grandmother, grandfather in heaven? Is it coming from the beauty of the mountains when the sun reflects and the mountain turns pink and the clouds are pink? Is it the trees, the beautiful flowers that are around you when you look and it's just starting to bloom or just starting to close? Like really paying attention to all of the details. That spirit, divine source, your spirit guides are trying to talk to you and tell you. When we go through grief, our heart closes, right? We'll sleep in fetal position. We're missing, we're longing for the person who's passed, for that relationship, for that pet that you lost, for a child that you lost, for a brother, sister, whomever you lost. We go back into that fetal position, into being in the womb, wanting to be nurtured by a mother, right? So when we do that, we connect to mother, we connect to the divine source, but our heart closes, right? And with that pain, the pain, and we're human, so we're here to feel. We're here to feel all that. And it's okay, it's safe. We're safe to feel that. And if you feel it, but remember, when you shift, as we're all shifting, and we take ourselves to that place that brings us joy, our best, beautiful, most favorite place and time of the day, we shift it. We shift that energy into who we are when we're not a daughter or a mother or a sister or a friend or a brother or a husband or a teacher or a therapist. Who are you beneath all the roles that you play? And then you embody that. You embody that. I know, very easier said than done. But I'm here today to practice how to feel, how to embody your frequency, your vibration of love, and transmute it to power. Now, if you want to shift to your second place, because I know it's hard to pick one place, you want to shift to your second place, dawn or full moon or wherever, because we're multi-dimensional beings. We can shift, we can take ourselves wherever we are in an instant. Just like songs, how your favorite songs are a portal, right? And as soon as you hear that song from when you were 10 years old, 15 years old, boom, you're automatically there, right? Take yourself there and remind yourself, okay, this is who I was. This is who, before all the trauma, before all the responsibilities, the burdens, the life of being an adult, who am I? Right? So we connect to our inner children, our inner child. Like silly words like Cheech and Chong, right? What do you think of? See how many laughs I got just from that, and then silly, you instantly connect with those days, right? Or Chewbacca, right? Or Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, right? Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, right? And instantly you're like, you see them, you see these visions. Oh my God, I remember watching these cartoons or listening to these songs, and see how your frequency shifts, right? This is reminding you how you have the power to do that, to shift your frequency when you connect to other parts of yourself. So the part of ourselves that grieves or is sad or is hopeless, feels depressed, lost, it's just a part, it's just like a small section of ourselves. It's just a fraction of who we are. It's not who we are in totality. Even though when you're right in the middle of it and you feel like, oh, this is the end of the world, feel that. Do what you need to do to go through it. Don't feel like you have to stuff it or not feel, or I have to be strong. Take time off, what you need to do, grieve, whatever you need to do, and then shift it. We have that power to shift it. There's no timeline that says you need 2 days, you need 5 days. Although at some workplaces they only give you certain days for grief, right? But everybody's timeline, everybody processes grief differently, and then shift it. And yes, there's other people around, but the only person that can really shift that is you. So releasing expectations, right? Releasing attachments and expectations to other people, where you feel like, I need you to make me feel better. I need you to do this for me. I need you to be by my side. I need you. Just like, turn that within, right? That which you seek is already within. Everything else is a bonus, right? So when you're trying to constantly seek validation and worth from other people, whether it be your partner or your spouse or your brother or sister or friends, and then you have that thought or that feeling of disappointment, right? When that person isn't living up to your expectations, where does that fall? Right? Is it them? Do you point finger? It's your fault. You're not making me feel better. It's your fault that you're not here, or you don't answer my call, right? So we shift that into ourselves. That love which we give out and pour into my dogs, into my family, into my friends, you shift it inward. You make sure you receive that love which you put out into the universe, put out into the world, like this bowl, right? And like the book, The Bowl of Light, right? Like there's like energy is always moving, always. Sometimes it's slow, sometimes it's fast. So just remember, what goes out must come in. What goes out must come in. So receive that love that you put out. So that's so important. Inner child play, and I've mentioned this at other workshops as well, is so important. We get so busy living our adult life, adulting our to-do list, right? Our responsibilities, our days off, do. Or maybe sometimes you sleep, you're so tired, you're so exhausted, which, the energies lately, sometimes you need a nap. Sometimes you just need to do nothing, and that's okay. But remember to find that time to play. Do things that you love by yourself. Yes, it's fun to go hang out with other people and do group things like community, right? Community is so super important. But to really find and exude joy and love, you need to first find it within yourself. So what makes you happy? By yourself? Is it gardening? Is it surfing? Is it getting out in the water? Is it fishing? Is it just getting barefoot in the sand and the sea? What makes you happy alone by yourself? And really feel and embody that frequency. And as you all were going through, and I was listening to each and every one of you talk about your favorite day and time, I could literally see each and every one of you doing that by yourself. And every one of you had this huge smile on your face talking about it. And just remember, to embody that frequency of love. I did take some notes. I know these silly words. Okay, so using our throats, okay, is important. And I led a throat activation workshop a few months ago where we open up our hearts. We're expanding. We're here to expand. We're not here to constantly struggle. We're here, our ancestors, Keokua, God, angels, they all want us to thrive and have these magnificent, successful lives. Abundance, prosperity is our birthright, right? So if we're struggling, why is that? So when you practice and embody that frequency of love and joy, comes from the throat. The throat, which is connected to the heart. So go ahead and sit up straight and open up your heart. In fact, you can use your fingers. I'm a therapist, and I do a lot of what a lot of therapists don't do is work on the pecs, right? Pecs is so important because whether you're typing all day, you can be driving. I'm a therapist, so I'm working all day, sometimes a little less 4 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. So my chest starts to collapse, right? My chest, and then with grief, it'll collapse, right? So when you sit up straight, shoulders back, neck long, right? We're always looking at our phones, right? Looking at our phones, looking down. Just be careful. Posture, the way you carry yourself as we embody the frequencies of joy and love, we have to embody it. So chin up, head up, shoulders back. So open up that chest. So just take your fingers and go out. So picture you're literally opening, like your heart is a cave and you're opening it. You're opening it and feel how your pec muscles are tight when you do that. You just run your fingers straight all the way across right here, right to here. So what we're doing here is we're opening up those tight pec muscles that are connected to the heart, connected to the throat. Go ahead and feel your neck. How does it feel? Is it tight? Is it tender? Go ahead and move. See, now it starts cracking, right? So move. We're opening up our heart and our throat. We don't realize it. When we're stressed, boom, everything caves in, right? When we're stressed, when we're worried, fear, anxiety, doubt. So open and open. So this is your energy that comes from your na'au, your solar plexus, right? But they're all connected. So as we're opening our hearts, as we're opening our throats, and you're opening up your shoulders, go ahead and reach your arms up and just really imagine yourself with these big, beautiful wings, right? Our shoulders, scapula, right? Our wings just open and expand and just expand, and then make these funny noises. Yeah, there, you can laugh here. There you go. I like that one. Yes. And just really see now how you're feeling the joy and connecting to like the fairies and then the elementals and the menahune and just really expand and remember your divinity, right? Remember, we're more than just this 3D dimension. We are many, many dimensions. So see just how that felt, just moving. So remember movement, right? Sometimes we forget to focus on stretching. Even massage therapists, a lot of massage therapists who don't do yoga every day forget to stretch or don't, too tired to stretch, or just don't make the time. We have to practice what we preach, right? And open up the body, lengthen the spine, lengthen the muscles. So make sure you're sitting up straight, shoulders back. Okay, so take a deep breath in, exhale out, and just release all the negativity, things that you cannot control. We try to control so much of what's going to happen next week, what's going to happen next month. Oh my God, how am I going to afford this? I don't know how I'm going to pay rent next month. I don't know how I'm going to make a car payment. I don't have my electricity bills, $500. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Not really, but we all worry about stuff that we can only do so much, right? We are doing the best that we can. You are absolutely perfect. You're doing a great job. And that's the thing. I don't have my mom anymore to tell me you're doing great. I'm so proud of you. My dad will tell me once in a while, but not the same like my mom. But we have to learn to do that ourselves, right? Pat yourself on the shoulder. You're amazing. You're magnificent. You're doing great, right? Give yourself a big hug. Literally do this every day, because yes, when you're especially if you're single and you live alone, I love my dogs, but they can't literally hug me, right? But especially if you're single and you don't have someone to tell you that, or maybe you're not single and you don't hear it all the time, right? Every day, all the time. But just remember that love that you're trying to get from other people, you must embody it yourself, and then you become the magnet, right? So again, take a deep breath, inhale in, and just look out. There you go. And just release it, release it, release it. One more time, deep breath in. Love that. And I love how people are shaking their hands. Speaking of which, the power in our hands. Not just as massage therapists, but every single one of you, whether you garden, or maybe you do Reiki, or maybe you're thinking about Reiki, or you play an instrument, or you like to make things, you like to create things, you like to cook, you like to bake, you like to just get your hands in the soil or the sand, or maybe you used to. I see many, many children in here who love to build sandcastles, right? Love to dig, play, get their hands all dirty, make mud pies, whatever when you're a kid. Hands are hands, right? Imagine our 7 generations ago. What were our ancestors 7 generations ago doing with their hands? Right? Right? 2 generations ago, my grandmothers loved, they were all gardeners, green thumb. Even my mom, I'm like, I don't have any green thumb, right? Until you get older. But just remember the power in your hands, right? So go ahead and hold up your hands. Ooh, I love this. And remember as a kid, I don't know if many of you used to put paint and then stamp it on a like construction paper or something. Do things like that that make you happy, right? Take pictures with your hands, right? And use them. There's so much mana. There's so much power. Go ahead and rub your hands together. Take a deep breath, inhale in, and then exhale. So you're embodying that mana of joy and love, and now you're putting it into your hands. Okay, so again, take a deep breath, inhale in, exhale. Now put it over your heart like that. And how does that feel? Okay, we'll do that one more time. Deep breath in, exhale. Now put it over your belly. How does that feel? Now connect with you. Connect to your solar plexus. Connect to your divinity, your na'au. This is where creation starts, right? This is truly where your soul lives, in your na'au. Listen. Listen. What is your body telling you? Other than feed me, I'm hungry. But what is your body saying? I need more of something, or I need less of something. Or I miss laughing, right? I miss laughing so hard that my belly shakes and hurts, right? When was the last time you did that, right? So just really connect, really connect. Dancing. I miss moving. I miss dancing all the time, every day. Just really listen to your body, okay? Take a deep breath, inhale in and exhale out. Now think about what you did this morning when you woke up. Okay, you woke up this morning. Did you look at your phone first thing? Did you turn on the TV first thing? Did you get outside and walk first thing? Did you notice the weather first thing? Did you go to the refrigerator first thing? Did you drink water first thing? Okay, all these little things are important rituals. And yes, you are sacred. You are a sacred temple. You are a sacred altar. Each and every one of you, so sacred. So what are you putting in your body first thing in the morning? What are you doing with your body first thing in the morning? Are you moving? So just little things like this. So as many people are still going through hardships, whether they be in here, whether it be out there, some days you don't want to move, and that's okay, right? Some days you don't want to do anything. Sometimes you're processing the loss of a loved one or a job, or maybe you're moving and you're worried, I don't know how I'm going to make it if I move, right? Or the cost of living here, right? Things are going up, still going up. The cost of food, cost of gas, cost of this and that, the cost of living, period. How am I going to do this? I'm not getting a raise at work. Well, we get creative, right? We get creative. If your income is not to your satisfaction and you're trying to triple it, quadruple it, how can you do that? What service can you offer to the community that will help you double, triple, quadruple your income? And just really, again, as we connect to our now, our creativity, how can I do that? How can I use my gifts, my talents, my skills, everything I know and brought to this earth? How can I serve my community? That's important. That's huge, because each and every one of you has something to give that someone else wants, that you could help someone else with, whether it be musicians. I feel there's quite a few people who can sing in here, musicians, or even write songs, write stories. Stories that you write, your stories that you share with other people can ignite, oh yeah, I can do that. I know how to do that. So that's why it's important to write. I myself, I used to journal every single day, and then, life happens. But when you get back to it, it brings you clarity. And we think we can remember everything, but no, we cannot. Especially as you get older, you're like, I'll remember that, and you'll forget it, right? Write it down, write things down. Or if you have your phone on you, put it as a note in your phone, record your voice, whatever works. Keep track of everything. It'll help to bring you clarity, especially ideas on how you can build your business. If you don't have your business already, how can you build it? Does it start with a website? Does it start with a product? Does it start with your friends? Does it start with your family helping, whether you're making jewelry, earrings, or necklaces, whether you're painting art and making art? What can you offer the community that'll bring everyone so much joy, not just you, right? Because creating is therapy, creating is healing, right? And when we do that, who are we healing? Ourselves first. We're healing ourselves first while we heal our communities, right? But just remember to always fill your cup and what ideas are coming at you, and to keep track, to write things down. All right, take a deep breath in and exhale out. The power of your name. Okay, your name, the significance of your name. Who named you? What does it mean? Did it come from your father, your mother, your grandfather, your grandmother? What power lies behind it? Some kings are named your name. Some queens are named your name. Where did your name come from? And feel that mana, that power. Did it come from your great great grandmother who loved to make herbs, who took care of the village? Where did your name come from? And this is your first name, your middle name, your last name. Really think about your lineage, your ancestors. And then when you think about how they named you, why they named you, and really feel into the power, the mana of that. I'm going to share a funny story. My mom was born in the 40s. So back then, a lot of William, a lot of boys. Everybody wanted a boy. They didn't want girls, so they would be Wilhelmina, or anyway. My mom was supposed to be Roger, but she was Roger Lean. So, you know how they have man's name and then they turn it into a woman's name, and she just hated that name. But everybody called her Auntie Roger Lean or Raja, and she hated that. And but I was imagining my mom as a boy, right? And we all have that divine masculinity, divine femininity. But the power of a name, and she had the strength of a man. She was like a drill sergeant, believe me, I'll tell you. She her dad was a drill sergeant, so that's why. But when I look back and see how she was and why she was, our mothers were many, many other different women way before they were our mothers, right? Our fathers, before they were our fathers, they weren't just fathers, they did other stuff, right? Long before we came along. So all that power, that mana in their names, and then they named you, right? So you think about, wow, if I was named after my great grandmother or my great grandfather, you know, they must think I'm really important. I'm really important. You know, they brought my parents brought me here, whether they were planned it or not. You know, we're here. But just remember that the people who brought you into this life, into this world, or on purpose. You are here on purpose. So just remember that. And as you feel into the heart space, whether you had a good relationship or not with your mother or father, you come from love. So that's already, you were born from love. So that's the frequency, that's the vibration you carried since the day you were born. Whatever we went through between then and now may have reprogrammed us, right? So now we're just shifting back. We're just shifting back to ourselves, our true authentic selves with no masks, the power from that came from our ancestors. They named us. My first name is Tiare, which was my mom's favorite flower, Tahitian gardenia. Kuuipo, my mom loved Elvis, right? I still have all her Elvis memoirs, so I'm like, who's the lucky person who's gonna get it? I don't know. I'm gonna keep it for now. But Kuuipo, he had a song, Kuuipo, I love you more today than yesterday. So she named me that, Kuuipo, which means my sweetheart. And then after I was born, then she decided to add Lehua Nani o Kopaki Pika, which is beautiful Lehua flower of the Pacific. So then I named my business Moi Lehua, especially now living here on the Big Island, the beautiful Lehua. So you think of all those, I think the Tiare flower, the Lehua flower, because of my mom, right? And connected to her. So like your name, how are you connected to your parents or whoever named you? Maybe you changed your name and became another name. You know, just think of the power, the frequency behind your name. You, who are you? Who are you today in this body today, June 8th, 2025? And then think about your birth date, right? And in between, I was born February 19th, 1973. And here we are today, June 8th, 2025. To me, that's like, oh, that's a lot of years, right? But every phase, like you look at it, like you're watching a movie, and I have dreams all the time, like I'm watching my life in a movie, right? And you look at different segments of your life, whether they were mistakes, they're all lessons, right? Whether they were mistakes, disappointments. Oh God, I can't believe I did that. Oh, I can't believe I dropped out of school, out of college, or I can't believe I did this and that. Stayed out late with my friends. I got grounded when I was 15. You know, all these different memories have made us who we are today, right? And you love yourself for it. You thank yourself for it. The mistakes with relationships. What was I thinking? Oh my gosh, that was total codependency. Oh my God. Whoa. And you know, all these things. And then you're like, what was wrong with me? But we did it for a reason. So be kind to yourself. That's super important because no one else is going to be kinder. Well, other than your mother, maybe father. Okay. But be kind to yourself. Don't rely on other people to treat you like a queen if you can't treat yourself like a queen, right? So be kind to yourself, or a king, right? Be kind to yourself, nurture yourself, find time for self care, and make sure that you take care of you, that you come from a full cup, because we cannot help our community. We cannot do our jobs if we're coming from an empty cup. If we don't fill it ourselves and we don't look to other people to fill it, we fill it ourselves, right? Just like when I broke up with my ex and I was like, oh no, I gotta put gas. How do I gotta put gas in my car? What? Wait, what? How do you do that? And it's like you have to learn. You don't realize how you rely on other people until you don't have them anymore, right? And it's like you can do it. You can do things by yourself. Okay. And I know I'm wrapping up in a few minutes, so I'm just I did take notes after all. So when you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. You're amazing. I love you. You're magnificent. I know it seems funny and it'll make you laugh, but the more you do it, the more you're going to be like, yeah, the more you're going to feel it. At first, it might seem silly or funny, which is fine or fun, but really embody it and feel it. Feel that frequency. When you look at you and you love you, how does that feel? It feels amazing because then you'll feel that your love comes from around you, not just from within, but all of our spirit guides, our angels, our grandmothers, our grandfathers, everyone who has transitioned beyond, who loves us so much, you'll feel it. So we have a couple more minutes left. And I'm actually going to end with a song. And I'm sorry I didn't print this out for all of you, but it's called Aloha. I learned this in my Lomi Lomi workshop in Maui from Kumuji Nalua'i. And I'll tell you the words before I sing it. So, Aloha kako, we are loving. Ho'omau kako, we persevere. Malama kako, we are caring. Ikaika kako, we are strong. Ma kaukau kako, we are prepared. Eleu kako, we are energetic. Hau'oli kako, we are happy. E pono kako, we are rightly aligned. Okay? So take a deep breath, inhale in, exhale out, shoulders back, neck up, elongate the spine. Really embody this frequency of love and joy that's coming from you. Open up your wings and just expand, 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 and feel your vibration. Feel your vibration. Take a deep breath in, exhale out. E aloha kako, ho'omau kako, malama kako, ikaika kako, makaukau kako. Eleu kako, hau'oli kako, e pono kako, e pono kako. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo.
Mahalo. Mahalo nui loa, Tiare. So beautiful.
Thank you.
My takeaway is that, yeah, we make mistakes and that's okay. I told Tiare, oh, you have till 11:30. And I'm like, wait, oh, 11:15. I'm sleep deprived. I've been in California and it was just a whirlwind. Somehow I couldn't manage to get into bed before midnight. And I'm so happy to be back on the island because every night I've been back, this is only 2 nights, I've been in bed by 10, but I still need more sleep. And so I'm 3 hours ahead. So my body's really feeling it. Thank you for bearing with me. And now it's time to pass around the koa bowl for offering whatever you have to give. And if not monetary, your blessings are welcome. And Tiare, if you have something beautiful to play on the bowls while we pass that around, that would be beautiful. Thank you.
I'm going to do another song, Oli Mahalo song. We do this song to thank and be grateful, to show gratitude. A lot of times before we eat, which we'll eat soon in the next hour or so, but just gratitude of what we have as we focus on what we do have, not what we don't have, right? We have each other, we have our health, we have shelter, we have food, and we have love. Uhola ia kamakaloala, pu ai ke alohala. Kuka ia kahaloala, pavehi mai nā lehua. Mai ka ho'okuhia ka halawaila, mahalo e nā akua. Mahalo e nā kupuna la ea, mahalo me ke alohala. Mahalo me ke alohala. Mahalo.
I love the sound of the rain is joining us right now. So beautiful. Thank you for all your gifts. They're very appreciated. And now to share some upcoming events. And we ask our presenter first. Do you have anything coming up that you'd like to share? How people can reach you, contact you, your offerings?
Well, I will have a workshop after lunch. We're going to lunch, so please come join us next door at Ono Home Kitchen. And from 1:30 to 3:30 today, I'll be doing an Akashic Records workshop to teach you how to do that to yourself, with yourself. It's $30 here in this room here, 1:30 to 3:30. And then I also have a retreat coming up August 22nd to the 25th. A spiritual retreat where we're all doing similar things like this, connecting to ourselves and our gifts and our powers. And Kaimana is teaching yoga at our retreat as well. So it's going to be beautiful. So come join us. Thank you.
Okay, just with a show of hands so we can let the next door kitchen know how many would like to go out to lunch today? 1, 2, 3, 4. Leah, how many do we usually take before we make a reservation? Just go? Okay, great. Okay, all right, we'll see you there. What's that? Yes, yes, I hear the water. Okay, for upcoming events, coming up at New Thought Center of Hawaii, Sunday services 10 a.m. in person at the center and by live stream, video on YouTube after. And we also offer free childcare. Just let us know by Friday so we can make arrangements. For the next 3 Sundays, 6:15, our own Alicia Leilani Southworth will be presenting The Power of Not Knowing with music by Vaboda. And on 6:22, we have Maria Mann doing a summer solstice ceremony. It's unbelievable that we're already coming up on summer solstice. The year has gone by so quickly. And 6:29, we have Jill Wagner, My Training as a Zen Priest, How It Guides My Life and Work. Music by Ola Singles. And then we have our weekly classes. Mondays from 4:30 to 5:30, Jin and Wang with Tai Chi and Qigong for $15. And if you want to come at 4 o'clock, you can learn the long form. Monthly events, end of the month potluck. Next event is 6:29 after service here on the lanai. Crystal bowls meditation. We had one earlier today. It was wonderful from 9 to 9:30, second Sunday. Our next event will be 7:13. Hope you can come join us. Special events, Sunday, June 8th today. We just talked about Tiare Lum is connecting with your higher self and spirit guides through the Akashic records. And as a reminder, that's from 1:30 to 3:30 and the cost is $30. We have an invitation to my right. There's this beautiful Honu box for prayers. We can put in requests with permission for who we're praying for. And the New Thought Center of Hawaii Prayer Ministry receives these requests and prays on them weekly. And then we also have a mailing list. We have a guest book here on my right to get a weekly e-newsletter. And I also believe there is an extra volunteer sign-up sheet. Pasha and I are going to be hosting a summer book sale. And we could use some help with greeting or taking money, whoever's donating for the books. I think we may need more books too. We're doing pretty good, but if you have some books that need a new home, we'll be doing a book sale here on the lanai. She did not give me the date. Do you know? Is it the 20th? Okay, yeah, because that's in my board meeting notes, but this isn't my board meeting, so I didn't bring it with me. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, so we're all set for singing Hawaii Aloha. Oh, we have one more announcement. Ah, yay! National Kiki. Yay. Wonderful. Okay, thank you so much. And I'd love to invite one more announcement. Jeanette. Okay. Thank you. I thought I caught that online. I was like, oh, she's going somewhere. So exciting. Okay. And for some of those who haven't been here in a while, we do have a new part of our song. Kumu invited us to learn the entire song. And so some of us have been practicing the extra. But I think for today, we'll just go with our usual. I've been gone for 2 weeks. Leah, are we doing the usual? Just the one verse. Okay, so I invite everyone to circle up and we'll finish up with Hawaii Aloha.
E Hawaii e kuhone hanawe. Kuhome kula imine. Olino awina pono lanio. E Hawaii, aloha e. 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 ke aloha, no Hawaii. E haoli na o pio o haine. Oli mai na ahe makani e pahaine. Mau ke aloha, no Hawaii. Mau ke aloha, no Hawaii.
End, just push end.